LwCad 2018 Windows. In this video I'll show you how easily and quickly you can create parametric windows with LwCad. This video is done in 3ds Studio Max, but same way you can apply this in Cinema 4D. Creating parametric window objects with LwCad tools is very easy and fast process. First, activate window tool, and then you need to pick or click on the 3D wall object and then just drag your window. As you can see, the window tool is automatically created and linked to existing wall object. So this way you can create windows and automatically link them to existing walls. And the hierarchy, wall window hierarchy, is automatically created. You can choose different methods of auto parenting, but I think this default pick method is the best. Window objects are fully interactive in any phase of the modeling. So even after you create them, you can get back to previous created objects and you can still adjust handles of the objects or change parameters of these existing objects. Another important issue is that you are not limited just to wall objects created with LwCad. You can apply LwCad windows also to any polygonal object. So let's say creating box with max. All you need to do is to convert this max object to LwCad object with this convert button here. So now this box is also LwCad object, this wall is original wall object, and you can apply windows same way. So windows created with LwCad are very flexible, and you can use any geometry you have. Windows can be created not just quickly and easily, but also with absolute precision. You just need to set some options. Here in UCS panel, set ruler option. In a snapping panel, set grid snapping with some value. And in the size panel, set show dimensions. With these options, you can see directly in viewport dimensions of the window and position of the actual mouse event handle in UCS coordinates. So it is a distance from the UCS origin. And also you can change where this UCS origin will be located. Here in UCS panel you can set this to any corner. So let's say I will change it to right up corner. Now UCS coordinates are calculated from this right up corner of the wall. This is also very useful. And last very useful is this fix button. With fix button you can, let's say, adjust this window to some size, and after fixing it you're keeping these dimensions. So with any other click or creation of the next window you keep these dimensions and you just position them, the new window, into right position where you need it. So as you can see, these helpers and snapping options, this makes placing windows on the wall very easily, quickly and precisely. And one more very useful helper for precision is size preset system. So you can set some size of the window and save this size into preset. Name of the preset is generated from actual size. And you can then use and load previously saved size presets. This is very helpful, especially when you use it together with fix mode. So you just load back already stored sizes of the windows and just position them precisely to location where you need this. Another very useful option in window object is corner window option. So when you reach the wall corner, with the window, you can enable, disable corner windows. So when I do this same on the second side, you can see both windows are, edges of these windows are adjusted to fit this corner wall. And this is very easy way how you can create corner windows. And now let's take a look on how window object is actually generated. This version of window object is generated just from parameters, and all those parameters are in last panel, this window panel, and you can save them, load them into presets, the first item here on the panel. And all these parameters are divided into sections. First section for shape, window shape. You can set horizontal, vertical divisions, and you can set the top edge style. Default is flat. You can set it as a triangle or arc or left-right versions of these, and you can set also slope of this top edge. Next section is for glass. You can enable, disable glass. When enable, you can set thickness of the glass. Next section is inner framing. Inner framing is for frame which is generated inside the window. So if we have more divisions, you can see you are creating frame for each glass pane. And if you enable also outer frame, then you are framing the whole window, so outer edge of the window. So inner frame is framing inside, outer frame is frame outside or around the window. You can do a lot of combinations with these. You can set, together with glass, you can set the size for each one, inner, outer. You can set a depth of framing for inner and outer. And for the outer framing, you can set the style of framing around the window. So now you're creating outer frame around the window. So when I move with window, it is going with the window. Or if you set wall framing of outer frame, the outer frame is created around the wall, so it doesn't affect how you offset window. It is placed on the wall, and you can create depth around the wall. So that's the difference. And last one, the sill section. For sill section, you define the sill as it is set. So here you can set height of the sill, side extension, depth, and same two modes. Sill can be around the window, so it goes with a window offset, or it can be set around the wall, so it goes. It doesn't window offset doesn't affect now the sill, and it goes around the wall. So that's similar for outer frame. And one more thing I want to show you here is for outer frame, very useful job buttons here, so you can enable, disable these outer frame edges. With this you can you have more freedom in creating more variations. And one more thing I want to show you, when I enable all of these parameters, and let's say here also edge, and together with corner mode, you can see now that window is working very nicely also in corner mode with all these settings for each parameter. So you're always creating clean windows also on the corners.